Hey there, this is Bill Pescosolido, and I am coming to you from, from my home office in Frisco, Texas. And today is actually, here's the funny thing. I'm doing this 30-day video challenge. I posted yesterday's video as day 4. It was actually day 3. So here we are in day 4. I already did day 4 yesterday, even though it's supposed to be day 3. So now today is technically day 4, but really I guess it's day 3, not sure. So anyway, it's my 4th video, and I wanted to talk to you today about prospecting. And I know that a lot of people kind of freeze up and get real tense and nervous when the thought of prospecting or calling leads comes into play when growing your network marketing business. And prospecting could be simply talking to a neighbor, talking to a friend, talking to the waiter or the UPS guy. Or it could be calling leads. Perhaps you have a lead generation system like Michelle and I use, like My Lead System Pro, that we get 40, 60, 80 leads a day. But either way, prospecting is a crucial, absolutely crucial component of your business. This is what fills your funnel, fills your pipeline, and this is what will bring new blood into your organization. And in the absence of doing any kind of prospecting, whether it's paid leads, leads you generated, just talking to people that you know, in the absence of doing that, you are dead in the water. You will not bring new blood into your organization. You will not grow an organization. And I don't really see how you could make any significant income at all without doing that. So here's what I want to talk a little bit about. When I prospect, which I do a lot, I do it all the time, every day, I don't look at that I'm trying to sell someone something, right? I'm not going into like sales guy mode and I'm trying to sell them a used car. It's not my attitude, it's not my style, and it's not what I'm trying to accomplish either. Instead, I look at it as I'm going into problem-solving mode. Right? I know I have a solution. I've got either, say, a system, like a lead generation system, like My Lead System Pro, that I could refer them into, or I have my primary business, which I could obviously recruit them into. And I know that both of those two things can solve a significant problem. So what I'm looking to do with this prospect is I'm trying to identify what their current problem is, or what their pain is, or what the void is. What are they trying to change or have more of or get better at? And if I have a solution, then I'm there to provide it. Hey, here's my primary business. Or hey, here is My Lead System Pro. But in the absence of uncovering their pain or uncovering the problem, I'm just selling. I'm just trying to cram something down their throat, not really knowing if it's going to help them out or not. So, how do you find the pain? How do you become a problem solver? You might be asking. Well, I do it by asking a lot of questions, right? I go into doctor mode, as I call it, or diagnostics mode, more specifically. I'm going to ask them some very key and pointed questions to try to uncover and find what their pain is, to see if I even have a solution, to see if either of my two things I can provide to them actually fit and make sense. So, some of the questions I might ask is I might say, how have you been marketing yourself up to this point? I'd like to learn what they're doing to market themselves if they're already in, say, network marketing and they're not having success. What are you doing to market yourself? I might ask them, are you open to a side stream of income? And if they say yes, I'll say, okay, cool. Why? I want to know why they would be open to an additional stream of income. Why would they be open to a home-based business? Now, some of you will watch this and you'll say, okay, that's a good idea, and I'll ask the person why next time. But that's not going deep enough. A lot of times I'll ask this question, I'll say why, and people will say, oh, well, to make extra money, of course. And that's where most people will stop. Most people in my position would say, oh, okay, good enough. They answered my question. Hey, cool. They want to make more money. I don't stop at that. I think that's kind of a generic answer, and I don't want the person or prospect to get off the hook that easy. That's not good enough for me. So I'll say, I understand everyone wants to make more money, but what specifically would you do with that money? Now here's where you start to get a little deeper and you start to learn and uncover their why, their pain, their frustration. They might say, well, my spouse just got their hours reduced and our income just got cut by 30%. Or, we've never been able to take the kids on a family vacation. We've always been talking about it, but it's never happened yet. So I'd like to earn extra money for that reason. Or I had one guy say, I've got 3 daughters and they're all in their mid to late teens or even early 20s. And I know they're all going to be getting married soon. And I'm going to have to pay for all those weddings. So that's why I need extra income, because my current job right now is only going to keep the status quo. It's never going to actually gain me that extra money to pay for their weddings. So when you ask why, and then when you penetrate further by saying, what would you actually do with that money? You start really uncovering some things. It's like you're peeling away an onion and you're uncovering layers. Because the key here is that later on down the road in the process with this person, through the recruiting process, if an objection comes up and they're like, well, I just don't know, or it sounds like that might be a lot of work, or I don't know if I could do that, I will revert back to their why and I'll say, well, tell me, Fred, how else do you have planned to pay for your daughter's weddings? Or tell me, Skip, what else were you going to do then outside of doing the same thing you've always done in order to pay for that family vacation that you've never been able to go on? Because what I'm presenting to you is a solution to help you achieve that. Do you see where I'm going here? So finding their why, digging deep, asking questions. Don't be a salesperson just trying to cram something down their throat that they may or may not want. But instead, go into diagnostics mode, detective mode, uncover their why, find their pain, and if you have a solution, provide it to them. Definitely, if you start using this technique, sorry, my screen just went fuzzy. If you start asking questions and using this technique, I think you'll have a lot more success when recruiting, and you'll be able to actually identify more with your prospect, perhaps even relate to them, and it'll be a much easier process, I feel, to get them recruited into your primary business. So I hope you liked this video. I hope you found it useful, and I'll see you in the next video, which I'm guessing will be day 5 or video number 5. So have a great day. See you later.